How long has it been that way?
Apparently since the start of the broadcast. Because I didn't change it. Sorry, folks. I've been talking to you this entire time, but our stream wasn't quite set up properly. My apologies. June now bringing it up for Case Western. Over at number 28. A botched pass, but they managed to recover it. 28, the bounce pass to number 31. The dunk is good. We were just going over the University of Pittsburgh and Case Western rosters. I will now return to your regularly scheduled commentary. University of Pittsburgh have had a fantastic game so far. A lot of defensive pressure, some serious shot making, some serious passes, all led by their keepers, number 31, Marinescu, and number 10, Jackson Neofees. That's a good pass there. Just can't quite get through the Case Western pressure. The goal is not quite going to get out. Number 13 for Case Western leading it up. They're going to go over, and the dunk is good. Bang! Pittsburgh now bringing it up once again. Jackson Neofees takes a wild shot from half court. Bang, bang! Pittsburgh shot is good. Case Western now taking the ball up a little slow after what is frankly one of the best goals I've seen in my commentating career. Perhaps even the best. Case Western keeper over to the right side. Number 8. Looking to drive in. Can't find anything. The back options beat. And Pittsburgh have the quad ball. Neofees now leading it up the charge again. When you have a player like Jackson Neofees that can essentially shoot the ball from half court, as we just saw, frankly, you have to worry as a defense that any rotation, any small rotation could lead to your demise. It could be the one that lets the goal get in. And that attracts so much pressure from a defense that it simply allows for fantastical passes. And that's what we've seen a lot today is when Jackson Neofees or Marinescu aren't taking it themselves, they make a fantastic pass. And oh my! The windmill dunk after the bobble from Case Western. Up and over 2 defenders, 1 in front, 1 in back. Pittsburgh going to lead up the charge yet again. Number 12 for Pittsburgh. Over to Neofees. Jackson back to number 12. That is Varun. Over to the wing option. A lot of contact, a lot of bubbling, but at the end of the day, a goal is a goal. Case Western now leading up the charge. Looks like they're going to be looking for an off angle here to the right. They're positioning back to middle. They're not liking what they're seeing. Chaser on the right side calling for the ball, not looking like they're going to get it. Over to the right side. Number 13. 29 sets the pick, but the beater gets there. It's Pittsburgh's ball. It looks like they're going to sub in Marinescu, who has also been a dominant force in this game. The keeper line of Pittsburgh, truly a force to be reckoned with. Here we are on last possession. Marinescu looking for an opportunity. Over to number 12, Varun. Varun's not liking what he's seeing. Over to the back option. Back to Varun. Over to Marinescu. Marinescu is clear. Marinescu is off broom to the back. Clear. Pittsburgh finally have lost possession after a series of saves that felt like an eternity. We've had a beautiful start to this game, and we're hoping to see even more wonderful quad ball in the second half. And a little halftime report for you folks at home. Pittsburgh up 11, Case Western 10. Jackson Neofees and Marinescu, the wonderful keeper line of Pittsburgh, have combined for a total of 5 goals as we get a little halftime show from our flag runner warming up. Neofees with 4 goals to his name, Marinescu with 1, but a variety of wonderful passes.
Audio now, or you just?
Yes, we have audio now.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we lost a lot of the bang bang.
You're stealing the bang bang. That's kind of criminal. You gotta make your own. You can't steal bang bang. You especially can't steal a double bang. You gotta make your own, man.
I'll start doing ka-chow. I'm sorry.
No, it's also take.
I'll figure it out. Case Western now starting with the second half with quad ball. They're looking to make a comeback. Pittsburgh have, quite frankly, after an awful loss to Michigan State, rebounded in what is perhaps could be one of the greatest upsets of the season. As we see a wonderful block there from the Pittsburgh defense. Case Western going for the alley. It's too high. They're bubbling in the backfield. Over to the wing option. Unfortunate for Pittsburgh. You do everything right as a defense just to lose at the end. That makes the score tied 11 apiece. 110 apiece. 11 goals each. Neofees over. Case Western putting up heavy pressure. The chasers from Pittsburgh are going. They're going. Not quite gone. Over to the wing option. They try to spin out for a little shot, but it doesn't get there. But they do recover. Marinescu, ball in hand. simply walks away from the tackle, stands there unaffected, makes a fantastic pass to the backside, and what a goal for Pittsburgh to retake the lead. We have a little seeker gameplay here while we wait for the chasers to come up. And we return to footage of June leading the offense for Case Western. Folks, we're looking at a potential catch by Case Western. Potential catch by Case Western. The refs are going to discuss this one. This could be a massive momentum swing to finally get Case Western ahead for what would be the first time in the game. The catch is in fact good. Case Western will take their first lead of the game. Apologies, folks. Seems I turned the camera at exactly the wrong time. The current score is 145 to 120 with a set score of 170, as we have just heard from the refs. June still having possession of quad ball for Case Western. This is a wonderful opportunity for Case Western to put away Pittsburgh. They lob it. Alley-oop! The goal is good for Case Western. Pittsburgh taking it a little bit slower. Marinescu really hoping to get a clean opportunity on this possession. It's really going to come down to defense. They have to reclaim the lead, down by 3.5 goals. Marinescu tries to get the shot off, just a little too low. Case Western now rushing it up the field, looking for a fast break, not quite finding what they want. They slow it down. June on the left wing, back up top, blocked by Marinescu. The chasers beat. Marinescu picks it up. We're on a fast break for Pittsburgh. Over to the left wing. Number 5. The goal is good. The goal is good for Pittsburgh. Case Western now taking the ball up again once more. Over to number 28 for Case Western. Over the backside. The goal is no good. Pittsburgh recovers. Over to Marinescu. They're setting up in a diamond. They're looking for something a little quick here. Over to the left wing. A little too high, but they do manage to recover it. Over the back wing. Back option. Back up top. Marinescu will recover. Marinescu in. The goal is good! Pittsburgh takes another one off the backs of their fantastical keeper play. If you're Case Western, after having finally taken your first lead of the game, you have to start getting nervous here. Case Western now bringing the ball up behind their keeper, June. June driving in. Alley. No good. Blocked by Pittsburgh. Neofees now has the ball. Pittsburgh looking for a chance to be within striking distance. Back to Jackson. Over to their left wing. They want to make a little movement with the legs. Back up top. And the goal's good. add another one to his total for the day. I believe that makes 5 goals for Jackson Neofees today. Marinescu having also picked up his contributions, I believe being at 3 now. And certainly having added another assist to his total. June now walking up the pitch. Nope, that is Titus. My apologies. Titus evades one with the pick. They lob it to the back, and the Chasers beat. Pittsburgh recovers. Pittsburgh bringing it up. Up, up, up they go. A great tackle to bring down the keeper. They're in a scrum. They're calling for the beaters. The beaters do not arrive. Do I turn the camera away? Make sure there's no injury. There would the refs are discussing something. Could be a card on the play. There would not appear to be an injury, thankfully. Is going to be a blue card on number 11 of Case Western. Pittsburgh will be at the advantage. It seems we're going to resume play, keeping our camera fixed to the quad ball in this little scrum here. Scrum still on the ground. The beater gets there. Both Chasers. It's blue ball. Titus leading up the charge. One of the most athletic players in the nation. Has to force one out. The goal is good. The Case Western Chaser, number 28, manages to evade the tackle and get a shot off. We now see Pittsburgh bringing up the ball again. As we reach towards set score, the pressure becoming even greater. A beautiful pass from the keeper. The dunk is good. Pittsburgh. Titus once again storming up the field. Makes a wonderful play at the back. The catch isn't clean. Pittsburgh gets there. It's a Pittsburgh fast break. Case Western manages to get there with the tackle. Case Western applies the pressure, forces a turnover. Pittsburgh took it a little too fast. Back to Titus. Case Western have a real chance to add another one to their total. The lob is far too high, but 28 of Case Western recovers. Up to Titus, lobbed again. The goal goes through. And that is the game. Pittsburgh with a valiant effort, but not quite enough to get over the mountain of Case Western. Thank you for watching, folks. A wonderful game. And we'll see you for the next one.